something. Real Madrid would miss a penalty that could have made it 5, but there you see a Girona who has 52 goals so far this season in league play, the most in the Spanish top flight. 0 shots on goal in this game against Real Madrid. And there you have a good look at what it means at the top half of the La Liga table. Real Madrid then opening up a 5-point lead on Girona, who as of right now are Real Madrid's closest challengers. For more on this, we welcome into the show Luis Garcia. Look, Luis, I don't think anybody is surprised that Real Madrid won this game, but to win it 4-0, how did they do it against the Girona side that has surprised us all season long?
Yes, when we were watching the game, we thought that Girona was going to arrive to the Bernabeu and show that character, that personality that we've seen so far during the whole season. Mitchell's team is one of those that we enjoy the most because of the style of play, so versatile, very, very dynamic, with wings that they are very aggressive on 1v1 situations. With a fantastic striker, Dobic, so far 14 goals of the season. Tsigankov was also a very important player on the right side. But we didn't see anything of that. We saw a team that had so many doubts, that didn't know how to control the players on the wide areas, Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo. A team that, when he was in the last day, didn't manage to find the player who is in the best form, that is Dobic, the Ukrainian player, as a striker. So in the end, we saw a very good performance from Real Madrid. We are not going to take any credit from Ancelotti's system today, or idea, or plan that he put on paper, but definitely the players bring the A game. They show us that they knew how important it was to win this game, to make the gap bigger with the second team on the race, and definitely they showed that. Vinicius was outstanding, Bellingham as always in that role as a centre forward, and I think overall the rest of the team did a fantastic job, even with a team that was playing without centre back, something that I think we have to highlight, because a team that has not that partnership at the back didn't receive or concede even one shot on target. So that shows how Real Madrid beat today and overrun this Girona side.
And we're not talking about backup center backs here. We're talking about guys who do not play the position. Tchouaméni and Carvajal, you're starting central defenders today. How much credit does Carlo Ancelotti get for sorting this all out?
Real Madrid did a great job of keeping Girona away from those central defenders. They really didn't allow any support up to Dovbyk, the big Ukrainian who's been in great form. He was back in the team. Ancelotti got it tactically right in terms of Rodrigo and Vinicius Jr. played a lot wider than they have been. They almost played right on the touchlines, and that stopped the two fullbacks getting forward, which has been a big part of the arsenal for Girona. And I think the disappointing thing is that it really wasn't a contest. And I think when we get to the German segment with Leverkusen and Bayern, I think it's a similar scenario, but maybe more surprising from that one than this one a little bit, because Girona are it's been a special story, but I just felt that the way they've played since actually that 3-0 defeat against Real Madrid at home, they've got better. And I thought they would have learned from that. And yeah, they were missing a couple of key players, but boy, I think they've saved one of their worst performances of the season for one of the biggest games of the season, and that's unfortunate. You looked at the game and you thought, right, Tchouaméni's having to go back in there. Last weekend, it was Nacho and Carvajal when they lost that late goal to Atleti. It's Tchouaméni and Carvajal. Dovbik's back. And Lewis and I, we talked about this before the game live. Crosses from the wide area, put them under pressure. And Savinho had one of his quietest games he has had for a long time. So Artem Dovbyk up front had nothing really to go on all game. And so this back line of Real Madrid really wasn't tested. And Lunin hardly touched the ball. Yep. He hardly had to touch the ball in goal for Real Madrid. So great from them, but ultimately I think it's signalling that this title race pretty much could be over.
Luis, you agree with that? We talked about it in the pregame. Everybody, I think yourself included, Carlo Ancelotti saying, no, this isn't the title decider here. I mean, it looked pretty clear over those 90 minutes who's going to be the best team in La Liga when it's all said and done.
Yeah, it's true, and it looked from the beginning of the season. This Real Madrid has been week in and week out just winning for fun. Even in the days that they've been missing players as a Vinicius Jr. or Militao, or in the middle Bellingham when he was injured, the players who were replaced, they were bringing a fantastic performances, delivering what Ancelotti was asking for. And since maybe not long ago, we thought that maybe the race between Girona and Real Madrid will last a little bit longer. But I think today, Real Madrid just prove a point that is the best team right now in La Liga. They are so much confident. Guys, you were talking about the midfield of Real Madrid. Cruz completed 63 passes of 64. That shows that confidence, that the tempo that this kid is having at the moment. So the whole team shows that they look strong, and they are with half of the team injured. So that shows that they are going to be very solid, that they don't look that they're going to have maybe a low or a moment that Girona can use to close the gap. So I think that this even can be again bigger and bigger depending on the reaction of Girona in the coming months. But I think that right now I don't see any other team just challenging Real Madrid until the end of the season.